So you had a close, loving relationship with your ex, but then when they broke up with you, they seemed like a cold robot. And you think to yourself, well, how can somebody that I was so close with for so long treat me like this and then kick me to the curb? Watch this video. I'm going to help you understand what happened and what you can do moving forward. So the first thing is, over time, it's likely that some mistakes were made. It might have been communication mistakes, might have been cooperation mistakes. Likely, very likely was loss of attraction, okay? And these mistakes, count as like strikes with that other person, especially when it comes to attraction, because you're going to get the highest amount of compliance and positive reception from somebody when they're the most attracted. If you think about that, maybe back to your first date with your ex, you might have seen like big wide eyes as she was like staring at you, okay, like right in the beginning, because her attraction was the highest. So if there's some strikes on the relationship and a loss of attraction, of course, her reception of you is going to be dim, especially when she's deciding to, break the news to you to break up with you. Now, the other thing is women have a tendency of hanging on way too long in a relationship. A lot of times they'll decide to leave way in advance of, when they actually do it, because they're kind of being, they're not decided about if they want to do it or not. They're still maybe giving it a second chance and holding on to hope. When they finally decide to cut you loose, what's happening is that they don't want to be convinced out of it. So if they're warm to you as they're breaking the news to you, they know that you're going to appeal to their emotion and you're going to guilt them. You're going to try to convince them otherwise. And then they're going to lose that resolution that they had come up with to break up with you. Of course, in your mind, you don't care about that because you want them back and you think it's a bad decision to cut you loose, right? But this is where going no contact comes into play. You have to give that person space to decide that it was in fact a bad idea to cut you loose. And you have to show them that by living your best life in your absence, right? In their absence, you have to live your best life. And with enough time and space, they're going to start to miss you and eventually probably reach back out to you. So don't think it's because they never loved you. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with a loss of attraction, has to do with some logistical mistakes that happened in the relationship, most likely. And again, it has to do with them wanting to be firm in their decision. So play your cards right and maybe they'll come back. And if you want to contact me about your specific situation, click on my profile. There's a link in there. Click that. And I'd love to have a chat with you.